The accounts payable print check feature allows you to print checks to your printer, and this option is located underneath the accounts payable module. Print checks is the menu option, and here we can specify which bank account we're going to use to print checks, and the system remembers what type of check type we have and the next check number. If you're comfortable with this, you can go ahead and print it directly to the printer. I like to print it to the screen first. This way I get to a little more options in what I want to do. It asks me if I want ready to print checks. I say yes. And now it's going to print it to the screen. And what's nice about that is I can reprint this as many times as I want if I make a mistake or whatever it is that I've done. I have to make sure obviously the checks are in the printer and are ready to go. If we're happy with the way the check's printed, we can close this out. Incidentally, if you print it to the screen, you do need to go to the file menu and click print and have it print to the printer before you close it out. Now I'm just going to hit cancel since I'm not going to really print these checks right now, but let's pretend that I did, and I hit Control F4 just to close out the screen. And now that the checks have printed, if I hit close, it will post the checks to the system. If I hit cancel, it will not post any of the checks, and I can reprint them later. If, however, I had a problem printing one of the checks, maybe it jammed or whatnot, but all the other checks except for one are good, I can actually tell it, you know what, check number 5154 actually jammed, and to reprint it, and the next starting check number is going to be 5156, and I can click reprint, and it will keep all of the information for the checks that have printed successfully, and it's just going to reprint 5154 on the new check 5156. And if it printed okay this time, I can just go ahead and close that out. And now that I'm all done with reprinting the bad check, I can hit close. And did the checks print properly? I say yes. And now Access Your Biz is posting those checks to the general ledger and updating the accounts payable invoice balances. And when it's finished, it'll tell me that it's done. And we can just click OK. And that concludes the accounts payable print check feature.